The Book of Enoch, Chapter 21. Then I proceeded to where things were chaotic and void, and I saw there something horrible. I saw neither a heaven above nor a firmly founded earth, but a place chaotic and horrible. And there I saw 7 stars of heaven bound together in it, like great mountains, and burning with fire. Then I said, For what sin are they bound, and on why have they been cast in here? Then said Uriel, one of the holy angels, who was with me and was chief over them, Enoch, why do you ask, and why are you eager for the truth? These are some of the stars of heaven, which have transgressed the commandment of the Lord, and are bound here until 10,000 years, the time entailed by their sins, are consummated. And I went out from there to another place, which was still more horrible than the former. And I saw a terrible thing, a great fire there, which burnt and blazed, and the place was cleft as far as the abyss, full of great falling columns of fire. Neither its width or breadth could I see, nor could I see its source. Then I said, I am afraid of this place and cannot stand to look at it. Then Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered and said to me, Enoch, why are you so afraid? And I answered, Because of this fearful place, and because of the spectacle of the pain. And he said to me, This place is the prison of the angels, and here they will be imprisoned forever. The Book of Enoch, Chapter 22. And I went out to another place west, where there was a mountain and a hard rock. And there was in it 4 hollow places, deep and wide and very smooth. How smooth are the hollow places, and looked deep and dark. Then Raphael answered, one of the holy angels who was with me, and said to me, These hollow places have been created for this very purpose, that the spirits of the souls of the dead should be gathered here, that all the souls of the children of men should be brought together here. And these places have been made to receive them until the day of their judgment, and until the period appointed, until the great judgment comes on them. I saw the spirit of a dead man, and his voice went out to heaven and made petitions. And I asked Raphael, the angel who was with me, and I said to him, The spirit which petitions, whose is it, whose voice goes up and petitions heaven? And he answered me, saying, This is the spirit which went out from Abel, whom his brother Cain slew. And he makes his suit against him until his offspring is destroyed from the face of the earth, and his offspring are annihilated from among the children of men. Then I asked, regarding all the hollow places, why is one separated from the other? And he answered me and said to me, These 3 have been made that the spirits of the dead might be separated. Divisions have been made for the spirits of the righteous, in which there is the bright spring of water. And one for sinners, when they die and are buried in the earth, and judgment has not been executed on them in their lifetime. Here their spirits shall be set apart in this great pain until the great day of judgment and punishment and torment of those who curse forever, and retribution for their spirits. There he shall bind them forever, and such a division has been made for the spirits of those who make their petitions, who make disclosures concerning their destruction, when they were slain in the days of the sinners. Such has been made for the spirits of men who were not righteous but sinners, who were complete in transgression, and of the transgressors they shall be companions. But their spirits shall not be destroyed in the day of judgment, nor shall they be raised from here. Then I blessed the Lord of glory and said, Blessed be my Lord, the Lord of righteousness, who rules forever. The Book of Enoch, Chapter 23. From here I went to another place to the west of the ends of the earth, and I saw a burning fire which ran without resting, and never stopped from its course day or night, but flowed always in the same way. And I asked, saying, What is this which never stops? Then Raguel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered me and said to me, This course of fire which you have seen is the fire in the west, and is the fire of all the lights of heaven. The Book of Enoch, Chapter 24. And from here I went to another place on the earth, and he showed me a mountain range of fire, which burned day and night. And I went beyond it, and saw 7 magnificent mountains, all differing from each other. And their stones were magnificent and beautiful, and their form was glorious. 3 towards the east, one founded on the other, and 3 towards the south, one on the other, and deep rough ravines, no one of which joined with any other. And the 7th mountain was in the midst of these, and it was higher than them, resembling the seat of a throne. And fragrant trees encircled the throne, and among them was a tree such as I had never smelled, nor was any among them, or were others like it. It had a fragrance beyond all fragrance, and its leaves and blooms and wood would not ever wither. And its fruit, it's beautiful, and its fruit resembles the dates of a palm. Then I said, how beautiful is this tree, and fragrant, and its leaves are fair, and its blooms very delightful in appearance. Then Michael, one of the holy and honored angels who was with me, and was their leader, spoke. The Book of Enoch, chapter 25. And he said to me, Enoch, why do you ask me about the fragrance of the tree, and why do you wish to learn the truth? Then I answered him, saying, I wish to know about everything, but especially about this tree. And he answered, saying, This high mountain which you have seen, whose summit is like the throne of God, is his throne, where the Holy Great One, the Lord of glory, the eternal King, will sit, when he shall come down to visit the earth with goodness. And as for this fragrant tree, no mortal is permitted to touch it until the great judgment, when he shall take vengeance on all and bring everything to its completion forever. And it shall then be given to the righteous and holy. Its fruit shall be for food to the elect, and it shall be transplanted to the holy place, to the temple of the Lord, the eternal King. Then they shall rejoice and be glad, and enter into the holy place, and its fragrance shall enter into their bones, and they shall live a long life on earth, as your fathers lived, and in their days there will be no sorrow, or pain, or torment, or toil. Then I bless the God of glory, the eternal King, who has prepared such things for the righteous, and has created them, and promised to give to them. The Book of Enoch, chapter 26. And I went from there to the middle of the earth, and I saw a blessed place in which there were trees with branches alive, and blooming on a tree that had never been cut down. And there I saw a holy mountain, and underneath the mountain to the east there was a stream, and it flowed toward the south. And I saw towards the east another mountain higher than this, and between them a deep and narrow valley. In it ran a stream underneath the mountain, and to the west of it there was another mountain, lower than the former, and of small elevation, and a dry, deep valley between them. And another deep and dry valley was at the edge of the 3 mountains. And all the valleys were deep and narrow, being formed from hard rock, and there were no trees planted on them. And I was very amazed at the rocks in the valleys. The Book of Enoch, chapter 27. Then I said, What is the purpose of this blessed land, which is entirely filled with trees? And what is the purpose of this accursed valley between them? Then Uriel, one of the holy angels who was with me, answered and said, This accursed valley is for those who are cursed forever. Here shall all the accursed be gathered together, who utter with their lips words against the Lord not befitting of his glory, or say hard things against him. Here shall they be gathered together, and here shall be their place of judgment. In the last days there shall be the spectacle of righteous judgment on them in the presence of the righteous forever. Here shall the merciful bless the Lord of glory, the eternal King. In the days of judgment they shall bless him for the mercy in that he has shown them. Then I blessed the Lord of glory, and set out his glory, and praised him gloriously. The Book of Enoch, chapter 28. Then I went towards the east, into the midst of the mountain range in the desert, and I saw a wilderness. And it was solitary, full of trees and plants, and water gushed out from above, rushing like a torrent, which flowed toward the northwest. It caused clouds and dew to fall on every side. The book of Enoch, chapter 29. Then I went to another place in the desert and approached to the east of this mountain range, and there I saw aromatic trees exuding the fragrance of frankincense and myrrh, and the trees also were similar to the almond tree. The book of Enoch, chapter 30. Beyond these I went far to the east, and I saw another place, a valley full of water like one that would not run dry. And there was a tree, the color of fragrant trees was that of mastic. And on the sides of those valleys I saw fragrant cinnamon, and beyond these I proceeded to the east.